I'm getting my lights made right now. This video got my right. I need some more oak planks. Make some sticks. I got this. Just it's ready to be filled up. Okay. So some sticks and some lights. Let's fill this up and some more. See how much wood and sticks it takes. It takes a lot of wood. The wood's about depleted again. If I get 2 of these, this will supply the whole village for Gray Eagle. And only even in the hole, it'll supply that whole thing with. So that's why I like getting my resources up here where I can get them. Yeah, it does take time. It really does take a lot of time. But it's well worth the work. It's like, man, I did that. Let's get a little couple more lights. Here with the lights right there. There's the lights, my torches. Okay. Couple more here, and I'm going to set up another box. Get 2 boxes of torches. They'll all be here for a while. Come on, little piggy, get out of the way. Oop. Yep. Missed my mark. Shit, I missed it again. What the hell, Karen? Late, but it's not that late. 9. Almost 9. Okay. And we're going to put these over here. I think I'll even put the sticks in here, too. Trying to keep them all together because I really want to get my torches going. Enough. So I've got quite a bit to go. I've got to log a lot more of these little log trees. A lot more. So that means I'm going to have to spread my wings. We are definitely going to go in cobblestone mountain. We have to clean that all off to get what I want. You see, we're getting pretty well boxed in here. You don't want to get too boxed in. I'd like to put some flowers here. I don't have any bone meal. Oh, where did I need to put a compost? Oh, I remember. Take that with me. I need to get a compost for the potato guy up here. Where I sleep with the pink bed. I never liked pink. I didn't start wearing pink until I was probably about 65, maybe a little younger. I thought it went good with my gray hair. And it did. Okay. What am I doing? I don't need that. What the hell am I doing here? I need that. Okay. There is my compost. Here I am yapping. I forget what the heck I'm doing. I can always use the crafting tables. You can always do those. So we're gonna put him right there. Now, when you get that, from what I found out, when you get the composter, they cultivate a lot more. And then they'll take what they need to feed themselves, and then you could take the rest of them. And then you could feed your, like your tools, your leather, your cleric, your priest. You can feed all them. And they take a lot of potatoes. I just found that out, I don't know, 2 months ago. Yeah, compost is kind of important. Well, I built a compost. I built a compost in my yard. I've got a compost that is 2 pallets in length on each side, 2 sides, and then at the ends is one pallet on each end. So that's what it's. Uh, you do the math, and it's huge. I put everything in my compost. I put paper. I put shredded paper, cardboard, food. I don't have a lot of garbage. I just don't like a lot of garbage in my garbage pail. My pan in the house. It just disgusts me. So I'll recycle whatever I can. Paper towels, paper plates, soups. If my soups are done and I'm ready to throw them away, I'll dump my soup in it, and my meat, and my fat, and dump it all in that big old compost. And then you put water on it. Especially, you got to keep it watered in the summer. And when you open it up, it is full of um, snails. Those big old snails, slugs. That's what they're called, slugs. And roly polies are the little gray ones. When you touch them, they roll up, and they're in there just eating that down. And I've got about 2 feet of natural compost in that box. It's just, to me, it's magic how the earth can be used. Because I don't have a lot of garbage. I am just not a garbage person. I don't like a lot of garbage in my. And if I put anything, I don't put anything stinky in my garbage. I clean it like a plastic bag that has powdered sugar in it. I'll rinse that powdered sugar out of there. Why? Because I don't want mice in my house. I got mice. I got mice really bad. Oh, I live in the mountains. What do you expect? There's a lot of food in this house. I cook. I cook. No, you guys don't know, do you? I cook. I'm a cooker. And I don't cook that bad stuff. I cook good stuff. Food. Uh, should I plant a couple more trees in here? What do you think? Where did I get that light from? Oh, I need to hoe that. I need to hoe a piece of my garden. So let's find a hoe. You see a hoe? No, I don't either. Hoe in here? No. It's gotta be one over here. Right here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of hoes. Okay. And that was what? Carrots? Was it carrots or wheat? We'll go right back there. I got wheat right here. I'll just plant wheat for now. Replace it with carrots later. It is wheat. Good call, Grandma Karen. All right. That's an awesome garden. That's how I build my garden. I haven't used my compost yet because it's not ready. For me to use the compost that I have built out of years, 6 years it's been built. I want a special bed for that. And what I'm going to use it for is I have some pineapple mint that I got by accident. And that's what, because pineapple mint is very, very delicate. And I live in the mountains. I live at like 5,000 feet. Not quite 5,000, but it's 4,900 something in California, if you wanted to know. And I've got this awesome pineapple mint, and I've got a pretty big yard. It's like 360 square feet, and then beyond that is just a big old field. So I've got lots of good dirt, and so I utilize the dirt, and then I have my brother-in-law. He brings in manure for me from the college out here. So I use strictly manure. I don't use the only chemicals I use on my vegetable garden is nitrogen from the beginning. It's called sulfate of ammonia, nitrogen. I call it speed because it really, and that's just the plants, got to be what? At least 2 inches. And then you give them just like a tablespoon, you don't give them a lot. And that's the only time you have to feed them because it gives them a kickstart. And by then, the chemicals all washed out. My garden ain't doing shit this year. Beautiful plants. You want to be fed, chicken? I'll feed you. There you go. You got a buddy around here? No? No buddy? Alright. Oh, you didn't have any stuff anyway. Didn't have any more seed. What they do? Oh, look at there. Here's some husk right there. Yeah, I usually stash them all over because I'm not sure. Yeah, the chickens lay eggs. I'm not a baker. I bake at home. I bake here. Let's get rid of the hoe. Let's put it right here. That's why I came here in the first place. But I don't really bake in Minecraft. I'm more of a builder. I'm more of a warrior. World of Warcraft, I played a warrior. Heroes of Might and Magic, I played a warrior. I'm strictly a warrior in any great game, but Grand Theft Auto. That's a joke, by the way. Okay,